Hey, I'm Jason Kloster with Lipsey's.
Daryl Bulkey from AmericanFightingRevolver.com.
It's SHOT Show 25, and we're launching the brand new Smith & Wesson mountain gun series. Now, these guns have a long history, but we're proud to bring these back with some new updates.
As a proud owner of I've got two of the original 629 mountain revolvers that were originally done in the late 80s. That was a combination between Tommy Campbell, Ross Seyfried from Smith & Wesson that built the original mountain revolvers as sort of the ultimate outdoorsman's gun. The original mountain revolvers, what made them special was they were stainless steel, black powder taper to the front of the cylinder. Up here, taper barrel, the original classic 1950 style of barrel, stainless steel, combat trigger, and blackout sights. They were just a terrific gun to carry in the outdoors because that taper barrel gave you a much easier to carry gun than the heavy barrel 1955 models. After the original mountain revolvers were so popular, Smith & Wesson came out with the entire line of mountain guns based on those original mountain revolvers. The mountain guns came in big bore calibers originally, 44 Magnum, and then into 45 Colt, 45 ACP, and later into some of the smaller calibers, which Jason has over here.
So to bring the mountain guns back, we wanted to do something a little different and really give them a nice upgrade. I got my first mountain gun back in 1993, so I had a lot of time changing grips and sights and really kind of settled on a package that really worked. So the first thing we wanted to do was make the grips a little bit better. The original guns had Hogue finger groove grips, great grips, but we wanted something a little extra special. So we teamed up with Tyler Gunworks, and they were bringing out their original bear hug style grips. And this was the perfect project to debut those grips. And so they feature a fancy walnut material. They have a palm swell, they're speed loader cut, they feel fantastic in the hand, and they really handle recoil in these lighter weight guns. The other thing we wanted to address was the front sight. The original guns had a ramped black sight. Works great when you're shooting targets in good light, but sometimes when it gets dim out in the field, that front sight kind of washes out. So we got teamed with Smith & Wesson, and their engineers did a fantastic job of making a serrated, modified Patridge style sight with a gold bead. It's only 125 width, so it's still narrow, so you can make hits at distance. And we teamed it up with a 140 width rear sight, so you got a nice clean sight picture for using out in the field.
So Smith & Wesson and Lipsey's, with these Lipsey's exclusives, are in two calibers initially, 44 Magnum on the big end frame. That's this one here, personal favorite of mine. This is going to be my new go-to field gun. I spent a lot of time carrying these out in the woods and fishing in the Sierras of California. It is my absolute go-to, true favorite. Jason's got the L frame.
So the L frame, they made one run of these 686 pluses back in 1998, and it had like a cult following now. It took me years to finally find one, and when I got it, it turned into actually one of my favorite handguns. So we were really excited to bring this one back. So it's an L frame 7 shots, 35 ounces. Actually weighs less than an original old K frame 4-inch gun. So super handy to pack, but they also upgraded it with a ball T-tent lockup, and they reinforced the forcing cone area. So now they got the strongest 686 that Smith & Wesson's ever made. So the icing on the cake on this project is neither one of these guns has the internal lock. Now we know the internal lock has been out since 2001, and a lot of purists just don't like it. And you know what? We wanted to make sure that this gun represented the original guns and does not have the internal lock.
For a full review on the history and the basics all about these guns, you can go to AmericanFightingRevolver.com. And for more information on how you can get one yourself,
go to Lipseys.com. We have a dealer finder there. Get with your dealer, get one on order. These are going to be really popular, but this is not a limited run. We're going to make these, and we got plenty more to come.